what is going on? What has been going on? How y'all doing? So we're going to touch on this subject here about not letting everyone into your home. Be the doorkeeper of your home. Be the protector of your home. Sometimes things can become real clouded and people can be deceitful and come in all shapes and sizes who you think they may not be is not really them. Sometimes people will come to you and you don't even know that they are the Judas. Sometimes you don't realize that they are the enemy to see who they might can devour. If you allow that door to be open into your physical home, that includes your mind, that ear, the ear gate to allow someone to speak. Because people can either speak life or the power is in the tongue. Words can sound so titillating. They come in your house. They'll be observant about things. People can feel things as they enter into your house. Like, it's such a sweet, sweet spirit in here. It's a peace here. It's a peace that passes all understanding. What if they're that type of person that has a disruptive spirit? What if they're that type of spirit that likes to pass judgment to feel, well, my house don't feel like this. Why is that? Then they start asking you questions. Well, what's going on with you and your man? What's going on with you and your wife? How's your kids doing? They want to get to the root of things to try to understand, why isn't it discord? Why isn't it friction? Especially with them coming around. You don't know what type of seeds. You don't know what type of sprinkles. You don't know what type of negativity that someone may be speaking right over your home, into your ear. You don't know who you may be talking to on your job. It may be a new person that may have just started, and you notice that they taken a fine liking to you. Oh, you look so nice. Oh, I like your hair. Oh, them earrings. Where you get them earrings from? I like that shirt you got on. Now, how long you been here? Okay, okay. They'll go into conversations about shoes. The last time I shopped there, they was real high. I really couldn't even get what I got. You must be making some good money if you could afford them. Then they'll try to make you feel some type of way about the car you drive. It might be even a 2005. It could be a 2025, okay? They might make you try to feel some type of way about the neighborhood you live in. Oh, you live there? Oh, I thought you had to have money. Well, oh, you must be making some good money. Look, y'all paycheck may be just the same. The only difference is you know how to not overspend. You know how to live within your means. You know how to pull back. Finances are real. It's not about the image of let me present this. And they really trying to figure it out. How did you get that position though, if we got the same title? How did you get elevated in that position if we got the same title? They're trying to figure you out. Don't let it be something so personal because I've heard of stories where this person had the same name as somebody else, which is common. You can have the same name as somebody else, but here's the thing. That person wanted that person's life to the point where they wanted to dress like that person. They wanted to walk like that person. They wanted to talk like that person, wear their hair like that person, name their kids some of the names of the kids that person done already had. Try to have a job like that person. Lying, going so far as to say this is their name, they're the real blah, blah, blah. And yeah, my middle name is this, and I'm from this place. Just trying to duplicate the person all the way out. Don't we know it can only be one you? That's why we have to stay in our lane and praise God and be thankful for what it is we do have. Be thankful for what it is that God has given us. Because when you try to go outside the box, when you go outside the boundaries of your blessing that's not even yours, you become the person that's blocking and disrespecting yourself from the fruits that you are supposed to benefit from, that God has placed on this earth while we're still here to enjoy. But instead, you done let jealousy, envy rob you of the life that you're supposed to have that's already been created. If you just love who you are, respect who you are, keep going in the direction that has been ordained. Know to say no. You will not let that jealousy spirit come in. Know when to say no. I will not let that manipulative spirit come in. See, this is the thing. People got tools out here to work with. So the ones who have possibly already messed up, done let the wrong ones come into their house, into their mind, to be observant, to look around, to see what you got, then want to ask, can I borrow? I saw that you had an extra, let me see. It could be so simple as I saw that you had a couple of extra wrenches. I saw that you had another dishwasher. Oh, well, my generator just went out. Oh, I saw that you had two lipsticks of the same kind. One I noticed you hadn't even opened. A compact. Oh, that's the one I normally use. Oh, you ordered two pairs of shoes like that? Oh, that's the same size I wear. People is observing and then they testing you. They trying your heart to see if you really that naive, that really that gullible. Them extra pair of shoes could have been for a family member that you had in mind. Them extra pair of shoes could have been yours because when you have a good pair of shoes, you might as well go ahead and buy. I need two pair. I want two pair. They was on sale to have the other pair 50% off. But even if they wasn't, that's your business. People will observe to try to even figure out how good your credit is. Because they know they just done took it upon themselves to not ruin their credit once, not twice, not three times, but they ruined it from 20 years ago, repeated the same mistake 10 years ago, repeated the same mistake 5 years ago, a year ago. Now they done ran out of people to get things in their names. But they think, oh, you such a good person. And they making you feel so good, like, well, if it don't get done by you, I ain't got nobody. People size up people. People be trying to get into your house just so that they can size you up even further. People will size you up to manipulate you. People will size you up to be the head of your household if you can't stand. That's why you have to be the doorkeeper of your home. And if you are in a situationship of any sort, if you living with a mate, you got to come and protect both of y'all, because sometimes men, their judgment gets a little crowded. Men, sometimes the women judgment get a little crowded, get a little clouded. We, as a unit, whether we friends, best friends, however we kicking it, your husband, your other half, your good friend, sometimes their minds get a little clouded. It was a lady that I know of. She called herself trying to help out a friend. See, there again, sometimes people get a little bit too comfortable with that friend word. Friend. I'm going to let friend come stay. Well, the lady also had a husband. Did they already have these boundaries established? Can boundaries really stay in place when you're letting someone else come in who is your friend? But how well do you know that friend? Well, guess what? Friend started being accused of making passes. Now, who was really making the passes? Who's to say? The husband saying one thing, friend saying another thing, wife saying another thing. Well, friend's clothes wind up out there in the middle of the street. Friend got put out. Friend needed somewhere to stay and was trying to save a couple dollars by not going to get a hotel. Friend thought, hey, I can use a couple dollars. Bring that money to me. Be careful who you allow in your house. Be careful who you allow in your house. Even like if you know you ain't that type of woman and you don't play that, and friend might be saying hello, that might be the time you don't like the way friend is saying hello. And guess what? That's gonna turn into a problem. And for all I know, for all you know, sometimes friend might have meant it like, hey friend. You know, sometimes these women can put these voices on, and the men too. Y'all got some voices too. Y'all got some of these very white voices. Okay. Eartha Kitt, she was known to have that voice. I'm just saying, people know when they want to turn it up. Be careful who you allow in your house. People want to talk about their finances, what they need help on, the light bill, who you allow in your mind. They will feed you a story that may not even exist. Be careful who you allow around your children. That's another one. Oh, that's the good friend of the family. That's such and such. Be careful. Because that can have consequences as well. That's why I'm still focused on keep them handles on that name. Don't take them handles off. I grew up in a time, and I still respect that time. I grew up in a time where you still say Mr. Such and such. That's Miss Such and such. Don't let your kids be quick to take off those handles on that name. Don't be quick to allow these adults to be too quick to speak to say, when I say these adults, I'm talking about elders. Oh, just call me and want them to be called by their first name. That's dropping it. Because see, their intent may not be on the up and up. They trying to soften the heart of that young person. Be careful with that. And that's something that they can pass down, what they learn. Because soon as that friend is crossed, good friend of the family is crossed, gotta be leery, watchful of everybody. Everybody. Who you bring around. Be the doorkeeper of your home, of your mind. Everyone is not the friend to come in. Everyone is not the person. Whoever's knocking on that door, trying to knock on that door, trying to enter, beware. And even when these so-called neighbors come around trying to knock on the door, needing some help, from who? Who they trying to get the help from? Who they trying to talk outside to come outside the house or come inside the house? What type of friend? Gotta be careful with them too. They say it's good to know your neighbors, and maybe it was too at a time or two. But then when neighbor want to keep trying to pop over, trying to see what you got, how you living, what they can borrow, but then guess what? Soon as you ask, can anybody available to give a jump? Then when people want to look the other way, they may want to speak to you 1 minute, but then when they see the man, then it's like, oh, she breaking her neck. But yeah, she see the woman, suspect. Just be careful of these neighbors. I'm like, it's cool to keep it cool. It's cool to keep it respectful. It's cool to keep it on the up and up. No, you don't know. Not everybody is the same. But don't be trying to find out by sticking your neck out there overly and abundantly. Come on in. Come on in. Today is your lucky day to come on in. Inviting people in that freely, you might can't get them out. Be careful of who you let in. From the job to the church to the neighbor, from the grocery store, family, distant friends, ex-friends that's trying to make up, ex-associates, current associates. Be careful of the conversations that you keep. I'm just saying. These are some things we be having to talk about, y'all, and I feel like we can go there. Sometimes it is needed. Y'all know I'm going to go there.